So we're beginning with this amazing book. The name of this book is You Can Heal Your Life, and it is written by Louis Hay, and it is an amazing book. Dr. Bernie S. Siegel has to say about it that it's an excellent book restructuring one's life and finding self-esteem and self-love. Dr. Bernie S. Siegel is the MD, and he is also the author of Love, Medicine, and Miracles, and the co-author of Help Me to Heal. Now, let's talk about the author first. That who is the author, why we are reading this book, and who has written this book and why. So, the author of this book is Louise Hay. She is the pioneering self-help author, a motivational speaker, and the founder of Hay House. Now, the central theme of this book is self-approval and self-love. Now, why self-approval and self-love? There's a very interesting story behind why she has written this book and about all her journey. So, the author Louise Hay, she was born in a financially very poor family, and in her early childhood and even most of her life, she has faced extreme abuse and hardship. But when but then gradually we'll come to know in the later section of this book her whole story. But I'm giving you a short insight that she, after all that happened in her life, she decided to join some healing work. Now she joined the healing work. She helped others to heal, but the breakthrough came when she herself got cervical cancer. And now, whatever she had learned, she had to apply it in her practical life. So that's where the real journey begins. And it is, I want to tell you all that uh, she has healed from cervical cancer. Can you imagine anybody having cervical cancer? The very first reaction is just go blank. So this is what she has explained in her book that how anybody can reverse the condition, whatever condition they are in right now, irrespective of the environment and whatever they are facing from the external world. Next slide, ma'am. Hello. Yeah. So the core philosophy of this book is the transformative power of the mind, of our minds, and the positive thinking. Okay. This is what shapes our life positively and the way we want. Now, the she has also emphasized on the mind-body connection that how our mind and our body are interconnected. Whatever we think, it becomes a reality. All the physical illnesses, the ailments that anybody is facing right now, it is manifested due to their emotional condition and whatever they are thinking about themselves and their lives right now. Now, for them to heal, she has emphasized on the power of positive thinking and letting go of the past. Next slide. Then comes the first part. This book is divided in three parts. In the first parts, there are three chapters which highlights on how our thoughts create our future. Whatever we think, negative or positive, it shapes our future, and whatever we had thought in our past, it has shaped whatever we are experiencing right now. So, coming to the next point, that the power lies in the present moment. Whatever we choose to think right now, it shapes or it lays the foundation for whatever is going to happen in our future. That's where the next point comes that our mind and body are connected. The ailments or the illnesses, whatever anyone is experiencing right now, it is manifested because of what they have thought so far or what the thinking patterns they are possessing so far. Now, then she has also shed light on how the problems like what are the real causes of the problems that anybody has. It can be in relationships, it can be in work, it can be with ourselves, with our own bodies, or any kind of problem, whatever it may be. It comes from three things. The very first is our childhood conditioning. Whatever we have faced in our childhood. For example, whatever our elders have always told us about ourselves, that you are this, you are like this, or you like that. Somewhere we believe it. We have our belief system is formed in our childhood that okay, this is true. So whatever uh, in childhood we have faced and we have listened from others, we have made it a reality. This is what she has to say, and that's what is creating our experiences. Based on that, whatever is happening in our lives, we will notice that our belief system validates from it. Whatever we believe from our childhood, then till now, if we are not doing any work on ourselves, then whatever experiences we are having, it validates our belief system that we have from our childhood. That's called mirroring patterns. And then finally, she has emphasized on releasing the past, which is the most difficult part and which is the very obvious cause of whatever problem people face. Okay. Releasing the past means that whatever negative experiences we have had, she has shed light on releasing them, forgiving people, and letting things be. So then she has also, now how do we do it? So she has showed us the path forward that we have to be willing to change. Willingness to change is very important. Okay, like we are very addicted to the victim mode. We like victimizing ourselves. So she has emphasized on the willingness to change, that you have to decide to change first. To move from this condition to a better condition, you have to decide to change. Now, then the main part comes that self love is the cure of everything. Now, releasing the past is not important because uh, for giving the benefit of doubt to the others. It is important for ourselves to set ourselves free. This is what she has to say in the first part. And next slide, please. Now comes the part two, which is the most interesting part of this book. It is more like a session with her. Like if you have gone to her, that's how she has written the whole second part. And the name is that only, that a session with Lily. In this session, she has asked her readers that what is your problem, where does it come from, and even it is true or not, what do we do? And these are the chapters, name of the chapters. Then resistance to change, how to change, building the new in daily work. So what first she identifies the problem. Okay, and she teaches us also how to identify our problems. It can be related to any area of our life. Then she explains that where does these problems come from. So it is very interesting to note that a lot of the problems come from a state of self-criticism. When we criticize ourselves and others, that we blame others. She has done this to me, he has done this to me, this, that. The main problem is blaming and criticism, either of ourselves or of others. Then she comes to the next point. Uh, Hello, am I audible properly, ma'am?
Yes, yes, you're clear, ma. Go ahead, go ahead.
Okay. So then she comes to the other chapter, which is that true? Which means that whatever the problem we are facing, is it even true, or we are making it up? So very beautifully she explains how we can identify our real problems, like the problems that we are having on the surface level are mostly not the real problems. Deep down, there is something else that bothers us. Then, in the next chapter, she shows that what do we do now to change whatever so far we are experiencing. It doesn't matter for how long you're suffering and for how long you're not happy with your life, you can still, from the very present moment, decide to change and then finally change it. Now, having said that, it is not a very hunky dory, thing. It is not going to be a cakewalk. In the next part, in the next chapters, she tells us that it is not easy. It will, it will cause you a lot of uncomfort, which is called the resistance to change. The moment we decide that no, we have to change our condition, this, that, is the point where comes the resistance. The resistance is what, like, as I told you earlier, that we are very much happy in the victim mode. It is a very comfortable state. So now, when we are deciding to come out of the victim mode and we are ready to take control of our lives, an inner voice says that no, it doesn't work like that. It is all theory. This is what we call the resistance to change. Now, she also helps in the next chapter telling how to change. She has suggested a lot of exercises in each chapter. She has shared some exercises, okay, for us to, reveal all the problems that are lying underneath our main problems. So, she has, for example, if I give you, there is an exercise called mirror walk, which is a very powerful exercise in this section. And then there are other very powerful exercises and affirmations also that I'll share. That is in the next slide. I'll tell you. Then building the new and then the daily work. Daily work is her own. That how she starts her day, how she lives her day right now. Next slide, please. Hello. Now, in this part, she has told us about the. I don't know how many of you have heard of the affirmations, positive affirmation, but since you are in HNTP, I think you all are very much aware of that. She says that positive affirmations hold a very strong impact in our lives. This is what she has told in How to Change. She has showed us that how the positive affirmations have an impact in our lives. If even we start with a small positive affirmation right now from today, it will change our at least our whole this day or the other. Now, a very powerful exercise that she has mentioned in this part is the mirror walk. In mirror work, it is very simple that we have to face the mirror and we have to say out our affirmations loud and self love, basically, the self love affirmation. So, in this part, she has showed how we can change, how we can decide to change, and it's very interesting. Behind each chapter and each part, there is a concept, and she has given a affirmation also, which is very, we'll find it very relatable. Next slide. Now there's the part three of the book, where she has again given real life examples from her coaching sessions and her own experience, that how we can put the ideas that she has been teaching into work, relationships, work, success, prosperity, and then all the these are the areas, the major areas in which people face problems. So she has given real life examples and she has given affirmations for that and the exercises also. That how we can release all our limiting beliefs and how we can progress onto our lives. Then there is a chapter, the body and the list. These chap this chapter possess the list of all the body elements that are present right now, and she has given the reason behind it, the emotions that are behind those elements, that what the person is feeling and which has manifested as a disease in their body. So it is very interesting, and most of the times when we are working with clients and even with ourselves, we'll find it very, very true that these emotions cause the body to manifest, cause the disease to manifest like this in the body. Uh, Next slide, please. Now the change comes from, she has suggested earlier in this book that uh, not only to read this book once, we are curious at on the one go, so we can read it once, but then she has suggested that you read it again and then do each and every exercise that she has given in the book for, first to help ourselves if we are stuck somewhere, and then we can apply it with our clients. Like uh, she has suggested to give each exercise at least 2 days, so we can see the positive changes it brings. So all the healing happens when, with our knowledge, whatever knowledge we have to apply it on a real life, as she has done. She, whatever teachings she had, she applied it on her own life. And that's where her breakthrough began. And whatever she is sharing is from her practical knowledge. There is no only theory. One next slide, please. Now comes the part four, which is the last part of this book, which has her own story afterward and deep and deceptive. So I want to tell her story in very short way. As I mentioned earlier, she was born in a very poor family. She had faced severe physical abuse in her childhood. Her mother married someone who abused her physically, and then it impacted her life a lot. And she was very much, what do we call it? She had those beliefs that she is not lovable. Any child who is, exposed to such conditions in the childhood, they have these self doubts. Okay, so same was with her. She always believed that she wasn't enough. She was not lovable. She was not worth anything. And this all her beliefs manifested in her life. All, like, until she did not understand this point, all her life, whatever happened with her, validated whatever she believed about herself, the negative thing, that she is not worth anything. She Then after this thing, she got abused and this and that. Then she got like, she was brought up by them, and then she married someone. Her marriage was good. She was happy. But then again came a heartbreak. She got to know that her husband cheated. That's where again her belief got validated that yes, she is not worth it, she is unlovable. From there, she decided to join a church. She joined a church, and there she came to know with this concept of healing and, feeling the emotions or whatever. And then all of this thing, she understood. She started understanding that okay, my thinking is impacting my life. There's that, but still, until then, she was only learning and imparting. She started taking sessions in the church, for giving sessions to other people in the church, and then something happened that changed her life completely. Okay, I want to tell this in the middle. I want to interrupt. I want to tell you that whatever this was the biggest challenge of her life, and the biggest challenge wasn't. She took it. She didn't take it as a, something, very negative. She accepted it, and she decided to deal with it. Deal with it in a positive way, to overcome it. She knew that she can overcome it. She had learned this. Now was the time for her that she applied all the knowledge she had on herself. Now, what happened was she knew that she had very little time. She had no time to waste. She got cervical cancer. She was diagnosed with that. The doctors told her for a surgery, amputation. Now, she knew that she has to do something, otherwise, it's all gone. So, she took time from the doctors. She applied whatever knowledge she had on herself. She read every book on the cervical cancer. She read more about whatever knowledge she was having. She dived deeper into that, and then she started with the self healing work, the affirmations and all the exercise that she has mentioned in her book. She did it herself, and 3 months, only 3 months, within 3 months, she wiped out the cancer within her. Like we can, like it was a miracle. And then she went to the doctors again with the reports, and the doctors said that she didn't have even a trace of cancer. So it is not just theory. She has whatever she is sharing. It is from her practical knowledge. She had reversed her own cervical cancer based on whatever she is offering in her book. Then deep at the center is again a very beautiful affirmation. It is long, one page long, and it is an affirmation. All her affirmations, whatever we are comfortable with, we can apply it in our own lives whenever we feel, whichever day we feel, whatever affirmation, we can repeat it. But it all works when we are consistent with it. We have to uh, make it a part of our routine, like we breathe. So yeah, and then a very beautiful thing that she has said in this part is we are all one. Okay, it's very beautiful. I find it very beautiful that we are all one. We are not different from each other. We are all one, and somewhere we are all also interconnected. Ma'am, next slide, please. Then comes the last part. In she has appendix, and in this she has shared some recommendations that how holistic healing helps and what branches come under that. She's also mentioned that having said, she also followed the nutrition guidelines. Everything comes together. Okay, the nutrition, the routine, the exercise. She has followed all those things also, but along with that, she has worked on her emotional and psychological patterns also. She has mentioned some self-help resources which we can refer. Also, by Louis Hay are the books that she has written other than this book. And then it is about Louis Hay again, some insights about her and her life. Next slide. And then this is the last part of the book. In ending, she has given a beautiful note to all her readers, which is that she's thanking her readers for reaching out to her, and she has said that we like whatever people comes to her for guidance or for teachings or for sessions, she has thanked them that they are also her teachers. They have also taught her something or the other. So yeah, this is all, and this is a beautiful book by Louise Hay, a mix of her own experiences, her life, and whatever she had, have had learned from all her life experiences. So let's end this book all together with a beautiful affirmation: in the infinity of life, where I am, all is perfect, whole, and complete. She was born in 1926 and she died in 2017, leaving her legacy, beautiful legacy behind. Thank you. Thank you very much, everyone.
That was wonderfully portrayed. It shows that how much you have healed yourself through this book. You have taken this book as a
Yes,
complete,
ma'am.
the base guideline for yourself to see how your life can transform. And you've also created a curiosity for people who have not read this book still, because the crux that you have given, with these all 4 5 parts of this book is like, it making the curiosity for them to go back and read the book completely. Thank you, Rashida. That's been
Definitely.
awesome.
Thank you
And
so
if you
much.
could share your experience reading this book and your transformation, that will be great.
Sure, I want to. I was like, whatever she has explained in this book, I could relate to it like anything. It was like some, I don't know, we can say that it was sent to me. It came to me. I wanted it so much. Uh, the book says about the, childhood conditioning and everything, and I can relate to all of that. I have also faced some difficulties in my childhood, and then, you know, all those limiting beliefs that she was talking about, that you are thinking you have been taught like this or you have experienced things like this, it was all there. Yeah, I could recollect all the experiences, and it made sense to me that yes, I believed all my life this because this and this happened with me in my past. And the very powerful point is that releasing it, the most difficult and the most powerful, releasing the past. It is not easy, but the exercises that she has given in the book, it helps a lot in doing so. We have to be very consistent with those exercises, and yeah, it works like anything. I seriously did all of the things that she had told that she has told in her book to do. I've done most of the things, and it already is impacting my life on a very amazing level, I must say. And I was not at all like this before. Let me tell you, I was a completely different person, and I am now a very different personality, and I'm loving it.
I could
So
see
yeah,
that. I could see
this is
that.
my own journey. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Anyone here would like to share their views about the book? If you've already read it, or if you want to still, you are yet to read and you want to go back and read, please share your views.
I read bits and parts of it, and again, hearing it from Rashida, right? Yes, definitely, it has sparked a lot of curiosity to go back and read the entire book. Thanks, Rashida, for the overview and summary.
Thank you so much for the feedback.
Thank you, Padmaja.
And thank you so much for joining. It just gave me a boost. All of you. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So anyone else?
I would love to hear more feedback. It can be negative also. It's not
Yeah,
necessary that
see, it is
positive.
each one's view of looking at the book. See, with your
Yeah.
experience of life, you look at the book in such a way and you take selective points that you can apply, right? So it depends on everyone, how they see, how they experience in life, at what stage they look at the book. And every time, that's what we keep discussing in with our coaches, is like, today I read the book, I get a different concept. Probably after a month I read a book, I totally understand in a different concept. The perception keeps changing according to the way the life moves.
Right. The most beautiful part is that whenever you read the book, it is always relatable. It is always relatable in some way or the other.
Yes.
And it has covered all the areas of life, not only health, it has covered everything.
Yeah. So Soumya, Shaba, anyone else would like to share some thoughts? Or the students here, the intern students? So would you go back and read the book?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Right then. So thank you, Rashida, for this wonderful review on the book. We would be waiting for more reviews like
So,
this on the upcoming days. So thank you so much.
this
Thank you.
last thing I want to add is that I myself am a, example or a result of the transformation that is mentioned in this book. Still, I'm transforming, but yeah, I'm also
Yeah.
a byproduct.
Transformation is a lifetime journey.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
does not happen in 3 months or 6 months. But particularly with regarding to any kind of conditions, yes, we do see results in 2 months or 3 months and all these things. But whatever we have been, taken in from our childhood, it's
Yeah,
like, every bits
yeah,
and pieces we keep transforming here and there. That's wonderful. Yeah.
absolutely.
So thank you all for joining. So we shall catch up for
Thank you
the
so much.
book review very soon. Another book review. So thank you, Soumya, for
Yeah,
your thoughts. Thank you all. Bye bye. Have a
thank you
good
so much,
Sunday.
Soumya. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.